The other issue is a flood control issue, and Representative Millard brought it up earlier in talking about gravel bars. Mm-hmm. And I want to bring that issue up also because I've been working on a number of issues dealing with gravel bars in my district, and particularly one in Cameron County in the borough of Emporium. That borough has been trying to clean out gravel bars for the past 5 or 6 years. And to be honest with you, they've gotten very little cooperation from your department. We've tried every avenue to be able to clean out these gravel bars, and every step of the way we've been told that we can't do it. The first explanation was that it was a vegetated gravel bar. So we went on and cut all the vegetation off from it. Then the next step was that we had to have some costly engineering study to prove that taking out the gravel bars is the answer. Well, anybody that lives in that community knows that taking out the gravel bar is not going to hurt the environment, and it's going to help us if we do have a flood. Well, the answer that the DEP and the Conservation District came up with was to put log vein deflectors in. Okay, so we spent growing greener money to put log vein deflectors in. Hasn't done one thing, and the gravel bar has only built up since then. So we wasted money putting those in when we could have just gone in and taken out the gravel bar. So now we're left with figuring out how to move forward. We know the gravel bar needs to come out. We can't get your department to issue a permit to take it out. You know, there's got to be a better process. I mean, I've got circumstances in Potter County where your department is giving PennDOT hell because they've gone in and taken out gravel bars and maybe went a few feet past what they were authorized in their permit to do. You know, and there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to do it. We've got to come up with a process whereby we can clean out these gravel bars and prevent future flooding.
I hear what you're saying. First, let me say, this may surprise you. I've actually been to Emporium and enjoyed it very much, so I know the community. This gravel bar issue is a thorny one, no pun intended, and it's one that I need to get a better handle of or on. And get back to you. I think one of the representatives in their question did say that the engineers had found that taking away the gravel bars, even though it might seem like that's going to cure the problem, does not cure the problem. And it turns into another problem somewhere else or a waste of effort. I don't know the answer to that. But what I will do and what I'd like to do is I think I promised Representative Millard that I'd get a handle on his gravel bar. I'd like to do the same with yours and be able to get back to you and have a enhanced discussion about it. I mean, part of me is saying if you can't get a permit issued, that must be because the law doesn't allow a permit to be issued. But let me dig down into that, again, no pun intended, and I'll get back to you on that.
I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm using that as an example, but I could cite numerous examples of issues, and so it's a broader issue that needs to be addressed. In the Emporium issue, the former director of the Williamsport office came to Emporium, sat down with us to talk about it, and then told me that yes, he could issue a permit to do it, but it would have to be down within 6 inches of the water level, but he didn't trust us enough to issue the permit. Now, thankfully, that person's gone, and I'm glad. But still, it points to the issue that this is a significant issue, and there needs to be a process by where these municipalities they don't want to damage the environment. They want to go in and clean out these gravel bars because they know they're a problem. Right. And I would welcome sitting down with you and, you know, whether we talk about this one issue or the broader issue, I'd like to talk about the broader issue and figure out a process to address it.
Well, I would like to do that as well. And again, I'm no meteorologist or geologist, but my thought is telling me, and I sat in the Pima command center for a couple of days during that flooding, as all the secretaries did and the governor, that flooding was going to happen, gravel bar, no gravel bar.
I don't dispute that, but I know that is flooding that will come at some point, and these gravel bars will have an effect. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank